Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? I am still the King of Games 98. How you doing? Hope y'all are doing good and staying safe. And well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This video was not a planned video. Instead, I had the idea to do it because I thought these flea market pickups were so amazing that I thought it would be worth sharing and showing with you guys in a pickups video. So without further ado, this is going to be my amazing flea market pickups from last Sunday. So by the time this video goes up, it'll be a week ago. So last Sunday, yes. Okay, so what was so special about the flea markets last Sunday? Well, for starters, me and my dad went to two different flea markets in the same day. Now that is unusual for us because normally we do not do that, but we had enough time that we just said, why not? So the first flea market we went to, it's about a 30-40 minute drive away from us, but it was so freaking worth it, you guys. Oh my God. The majority of these pickups came from this first flea market, and then the second flea market, only two things came from that one, but still, it was worth going to that one too, because they are freaking awesome. So without further ado, guys, I'm just going to start pulling stuff out of the bag, telling you guys about it, showing it, and saying how much I paid for it. Okay, I'm going to try to go in order from what I remember buying them in. So, technically, this was the first. So, oh wait, so you guys can't see that. There we go. Okay, so as you guys can see here, we have three random PlayStation 2 games, and then a Video Now Discovery Channel Dinosaur Planet video. Now, why am I showing these all together? You're probably asking yourself and or to me through your phone or TV. That's a great question. Why am I showing you guys these four things all together? Well, that's because I bought all four of these off of the same guy because these were all in his spot. So, believe it or not, I saw the Video Now. I don't even know. What would I call that? Video Now video, I guess? Okay, I'm just going to call it that. I saw the Video Now video first in this guy's spot, and I asked him how much, and he said, for that, $5. And I was like, okay, definitely buying that. Then I see a box full of PlayStation 2 games, and that, immediately caught my attention. So I started digging through them, and I asked him how much on the PS2 games, and he said $2 a piece. $2 a piece. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 2023, and we are still out here finding banger PlayStation 2 games for $2 a piece. Okay? Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The majority of the PS2 games in said box were sports games. And when I say sports games, I mean they weren't even like good sports games. They were like NHL hockey, NBA, Madden 08, Madden 07, Madden whatever, NCAA football, titles like that. Sorry, I hope I didn't offend anyone by saying that about sports games, But when it comes to me and sports video games, I'm very selective with them. And I know I've said this before, but I'll just briefly say it now here. The sports video games I like are like NBA Jam, Mario Strikers, the Neo Geo sports games, Neo Turf Masters, Windjammers, stuff like that. Those are the types of sports video games I personally like. So if it's not that, then I just don't buy them. So I picked these 3 games up, and I'm going to explain why. So in the top right corner there, we have Robotech Invasion. Now, that is based off of an 80s era anime called Robotech. Now, not only have I seen it, but I have reviewed it and multiple other Robotech movies, and as well as Macross Plus, because Robotech and Macross, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe they are set in the same universe, just under 2 different names. So, seeing that one, I immediately knew I did not have it because there's like 2 or 3 Robotech video games. One is called Battle Cry, one is called Invasion, and I think there was one on Game Boy Advance. I don't remember the name of that one though. So I know off the top of my head that I already owned Battle Cry on PS2, but I did not own Invasion. So I immediately grabbed that. That was a no-brainer. Now, the other 2, we have State of Emergency and Dog's Life. Now, State of Emergency, I have heard multiple YouTube gamers talk about, but I've never played it. As you can see, it is made by Rockstar, so it has to be pretty good. And as for Dog's Life, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I know absolutely nothing about it. I just thought it looked kind of weird and quirky and oddball. And I think Video Game Donkey briefly talked about this game in one of his videos. But that's not why I bought it. I bought it because it's odd. And it's obscure. Because I have never seen this game before. Now, is it rare and valuable? No. But it's odd and uncommon. I'll use that word, uncommon. I don't see it a lot. So I was like, yeah, you know what? For $2, why not? So in total, I paid 5, 2, that's 7. Another 2 is 9, and then 10, 11. So in total, I paid $11 for 3 PS2 games and a Video Now video. Now, I didn't really mention why I bought the Video Now, so I guess I'll say that real quickly. A while back, it might have been last summer, I found and bought a Video Now video player. Now, why is this of significance, you're probably asking yourself and or to me. Well, that's because as a kid growing up, I had a Video Now, I believe it was XP model, and it was designed, its design was a clamshell style like the Game Boy Advance SP and Nintendo DS, and hell, even the Nintendo 3DS. And I will never forget the colors of mine. Mine was aqua blue and silver. Now, obviously, I no longer still have it. To be quite honest with you guys, I forget what I even did with it, but I got rid of it, so I no longer have it. Now, fast forward to, I think, last summer, I picked up that Video Now player. Now, it's not the same model as mine, and it's not even in the same color, but I thought it was kind of cool, and it brought back some memories, and I think I paid $5 for it. So I was like, yeah, why not? Well, I popped batteries in it, and it actually turned on. So I was really surprised by that. So then I was like, well, this is a shame because I don't have a disc to pop in it and try it. Well, I have that. Now, it does say Video Now Color. So I don't know if that's going to play in mine because I don't believe mine is the Video Now Color. But I'm going to try it anyway. So yeah, that was why I wanted that, in case you were wondering, because that was pretty random. It's not really gaming related at all. So, all right. So that was my first pickup from the first flea market for $11. I think I did really good, personally. The PS2 games alone made it worth it, at least for me. And especially finding a video, that's not something you find every day. So, okay. The next purchase at this flea market was this guy. And this is going to be a little sneak peek at a future video. This is a DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Blight, action figure from the incredible, amazing cartoon series Batman Beyond. Now, I want to say like 2-3 years ago, me and Kevin, my best friend, we binged watched Batman Beyond, all 3 seasons, and then reviewed it, and then we watched the Return of the Joker movie, reviewed that. So I'm a pretty big fan of Batman Beyond, and I would say he is too now. So when I saw this figure and some other DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys action figures sitting on this vendor's table, I immediately was drawn over to it. And believe it or not, he had Blight and then Shriek Unmasked, which is another villain from Batman Beyond. And as he saw me pick the figures up and look at them, he said, any of those DC action figures are $5 a piece. I'm going to repeat myself. He said any of those DC action figures are $5 a piece. This figure is still brand new, factory sealed. This has never been opened at all. These figures, for those who don't know, normally retail anywhere from $20 to $25. And if it's a deluxe figure, usually it's in the $25 to $30 price range. Okay, so knowing that in the back of my mind, I immediately was like, okay, that's a really good deal. I should pick one or both of these up. So I was deciding between Shriek Unmasked or Blight. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of the villain Shriek from Batman Beyond. He was okay to me. He wasn't that memorable. It just didn't really do a lot for me. Blight, on the other hand, I thought was a really damn cool villain. And, his origin villain story was cool. His look and design I thought was cool. And to me, he seemed like the main villain, if you will, of the Batman Beyond series. So I ended up putting Shriek Unmasked back down on the table, and I bought Blight instead. Now, let me explain the main reasoning why I bought Blight, other than I like him more than Shriek. I own a Blight DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys action figure already, but I own the deluxe version that I think might have been a Target exclusive figure, but don't quote me on that. And I bought that, I want to say maybe a year or two ago. Now, I still own the figure, but I chose to leave it sealed and not open it. Now, here comes this figure. I'm almost certain it's the same damn figure, just in a different size box. And I paid $5 for it. So, I think you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this. So, this figure is going to get opened, and it's going to get an unboxing video, and then he's going to be properly displayed in my game room, the Nerd Cave, while I keep the original deluxe Blight figure that I bought a year or two ago, brand new, still sealed. And that's why I grabbed it. So I think I did a really smart choice by that. I think that was just a really good call. What was the date on this? 2021. So I'd make this figure 2 years old already. But yeah, for $5, there was just no way I could pass this up. Absolutely not. I mean, look at how freaking cool he looks. Like the other figures, the Demon, Bat Cycle, Wonder Woman, Batman with battle damage, and there's Blight. Yeah, so there was no way I could pass that up. Batman Beyond Atomic Edition. Huh. Wonder if there is any difference to mine. But anyway, for $5, yeah, that was just a no-brainer to me. Okay. Okay, this might seem a little random, and I'm not gonna lie, it is. But hear me out. So me and my dad are walking in this row of vendors, and we get to this one vendor's booth, and it's just nothing but hats, just tables of hats. The tables are actually covered in hats to the point where there's no room left on the tables, and the signs say $3 each or 2 for $5. Now, these hats all looked brand new. So it was like, hey Dad, if you see a hat you like, let's, I'll buy and we'll both get a hat. And so that's what we did. My dad found a cool Suzuki hat, and that was the one he got. I, on the other hand, found a cool Sam Adams beer hat. I love that. The best beer in America. And it's a snapback. And look, it looks brand new. I don't think this has ever been worn at all. And so we both got a nice new hat for $5 for the pair. I couldn't say no to that. And I am a fan of Sam Adams too. I love their the Sam Adams summer drink, the cherry wheat, I believe it is, and their summer variety pack is good too. So yeah, 2 hats for $5. I mean, how could you say no to that? I think you're crazy if you do. Okay, the next purchase. This was such a cool find to me. Now, for those of you who know me, you'll know already that I love Mega Man. I am a big Mega Man fan, and I am also a big Astro Boy fan because Astro Boy is very similar to Mega Man. Now, we were walking down this aisle, and this vendor had a lot of random miscellaneous toys. And on the one table, there was these tall action figures, I guess I'll call them, that were more than 6 inches tall. So bigger than your average action figure. And then I see this Mega Man, which this specific version of Mega Man is Lan from the Battle Network series. And he's got his what they call that? I think Buster Sword? Yeah. He's got his Buster Sword, and he's all ready for battle. And I was like, holy crap. I've never seen that figure before. So I stopped, and picked it up, asked how much. They said $10. I offered $5. They countered me with $8, and I was like, there's no way I'm not walking away with this. So I got it for $8. And it's not in the greatest of shape or condition, but you rarely ever see these toys. You rarely do. I rarely do at all, to be honest with you. And like, look at his Buster Sword. Man, that is so cool. You know, it's times like this that I love finding old toys that belong to a franchise, series, movie, cartoon, anime, video game franchise, whatever, that I like and that I've never seen before. These are magical when moments like that happen. At least to me, they are. Now, what's cool is I have a little Mega Man shrine in my game room, which I call the Nerd Cave. And I have a Proto Man figure that is also this same exact height and is also from the Battle Network series. So Lan will go right next to Proto Man in the Mega Man shrine in the Nerd Cave, and he will look great and fit right in. I freaking love this figure so much. Okay, coming down to the end here. Not gonna lie to you guys, this was kind of a random buy. Okay, so you remember how in the beginning when I was talking about how I'm really picky about sports brand video games? Well, I saw this in a vendor's booth, and he had just random miscellaneous stuff and then some video games, and this was in with the video games. I asked him how much, and he said $4. And I didn't even try to get him down. I just immediately whipped it out. Excuse me. And I gave him the $4 because I thought for $4 that seemed so freaking cheap that why not? Now, you're probably saying to yourself and or to me, why did you want Arnold Palmer Tournament Golf on Sega Genesis? And if you are, that's a very valid question. So, let me try to answer this as best as I can. Now, do I like golf video games? Yes, if they're done right. Now, you see, this stars Arnold Palmer. Now, I really don't know a whole lot about golf. Only, the basics. But Arnold Palmer, I know very well from his Arizona line of drinks. I absolutely love the Arizona Arnold Palmer and the alcoholic version, Arnold Palmer Spiked. There's just something about half lemonade and half iced tea. It just tastes so good. So when I saw this game and he said only $4, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick it up. As you guys saw, it's the cartridge in its original clamshell case. No manual though. And you know what? I was like, for $4, I'm just going to pick it up. I think it looks cool. Maybe it might end up being good. Maybe it might not. But for $4, I was like, you know what? I don't really think I can lose at that price. So, cheers to you, Mr. Arnold Palmer. Okay. So now we are at the point of the pickups where I am now going to show you the pickups from the second flea market we went to. And the first one, I have never seen this before in my whole freaking life. And I'm just not even going to try to show it. I'm not even going to try to explain it. I'm just going to show it. Okay, give it a minute. Let this breathe in. Take this in, absorb what you're seeing right here for a minute. Okay. This is a Star Wars edition Mr. Potato Head that is styled after Darth Maul, who they call Darth Mash. How freaking cool is this? I've never seen one of these. I didn't know this existed. This is so freaking cool. I loved it. This was sitting on a vendor's table with literally random miscellaneous stuff. And I looked it over. It's in pretty good condition for being used. It was opened, but it looked like everything was there and it was still intact. So I held it up, asked the vendor how much. He said only $5. I whipped out that $5 so freaking fast, it would have made your head spin. And when I showed it to my dad, he started cracking up. He loved it too. He was like, that is really freaking cool. And like, look at all the other ones they made. Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, that's mine, and Boba Fett. Spoda Fett, Princess Tater, Yam Solo, and Luke Skywalker. How freaking awesome is those and the names? I love it. And the craziest part is, this is dated from 2007 Hasbro. So that makes this... What do we say? That makes this 16 years old. Yeah, 16 years old. And then I saw the Star Tours logo. Hey, focus. There we go. Star Tours and then authentic original Disney parks. So what I tried to figure out, I think this is a exclusive Mr. Potato Head from Disney World and Star Tours. Now, out of curiosity, I looked this up on eBay, and it was hard to figure out a value considering this is opened, and all the ones that kept popping up were new. But the new ones were anywhere from $30 to $40. And considering I only paid $5 for this, I think I got a freaking steal on it. I absolutely love this. And this is going to be displayed in my nerd cave. Okay, and the last and final purchase. A Logitech brand wireless PlayStation 2 controller with the receiver. So this was sitting on a vendor's table in a box with random miscellaneous video game controllers all in bags. Well, I saw this one, saw it had the receiver, has the battery cover too, looked at the battery terminals, they looked pretty good, and I asked how much. She said $5. I was like, done deal, shut up, take my money, and I gave it to her. For those of you who know, you already know these are amazing wireless controllers for the PlayStation 2 and original Xbox. For those of you who don't, well, there you go. They are. Now, I originally got one years ago without the receiver, bought a receiver for it off of eBay and tried to get it to work with it and could not get it to sync. I'm really hoping that this one actually syncs and then I'm able to use this controller, because for $5 with the receiver, ladies and gentlemen, I usually always come across the controller, but it's the receiver that is never with it and is always the hard part to come by for these specific wireless controllers. And for $5, I was like, yeah, yep, I'll take a chance. So, yeah, and this is the Logitech. This is the Logitech. Come on, focus there. This is the Logitech cordless action controller, in case anyone is wondering. The couple different wireless controllers they made for PlayStation 2 and original Xbox, there was like the cordless action controller like this, the cordless attack controller. They kind of had weird names, not gonna lie. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for my amazing flea market pickups. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please let me know down below in the comments section, out of everything I bought in this video, what would your one item be that would be your favorite out of everything shown that I bought? Thank you so much for watching, guys, and take care.